We've got all of our responses in the FlipGrid. Now we're going to focus on organizing them so that we make sure that students see how we're planning for them to see it. So when you use FlipGrid, typically the most recent response is going to be first, and that's going to be what students see, whether it's on a mobile device, on a Chromebook, iPad, or in a browser. And you can, on both the app and on the website, you can just drag and drop. So I want this to be in reverse order from what it's currently posting. So I'm going to put it in order by date. And then I want them to answer that Thursday question first and then finish with that Wednesday question. And I'll show you what the student view looks like. If you click on your flip code, it'll take you to the student view. And you'll see if I refresh this that they can't see anything. And that's because I have gone in and I have hidden all of these responses. But let's say it's Wednesday night, because I typically chose to activate the night before, right before I went to bed. It was just part of my nightly routine. I was on FlipGrid daily anyway, so this didn't really bother me because I had them do some science activities, but then also we had some special areas, prompts that they would respond to. And so this just became easy. It was a few seconds because I had done all the prep work like I'm showing you. So I would say Wednesday night, all right, I'm going to activate Thursday's question. So if I have some night owls, they can answer it that night. Or if I have early birds or students who are waking up at noon the next day, it'll be ready for them. So I'm going to go to the student view and you'll see that it populated that first question. And later on, you'll see how they can tell if someone has answered that question. And then I would go through the next day and I would activate that next question the next night, and I would do the same thing. And I decided that it worked well for me that on Sunday nights, I would leave the entire week active. So if students missed a day, they could have until Sunday night to answer and to watch. And then on Sunday, I would hide all of these past week responses, and I would sit down and I would do all the steps that we've done so far to get all my new files in, organize them, and then on Sunday night I would make sure and activate that next Monday morning's response so that when students went in, they were able to see it and it looked like a fresh, clean week where they're only answering one question at a time. They were less overwhelmed, and we got a lot more engagement when there was just one question a day because they looked forward to seeing what the question would be the next day and whether or not it was going to be the one that they asked. The last part of this step is to make sure that in your need to upload folder, you've already done all that work. So I typically took those files and I moved them to my completed folder. And this was a way for me to just feel like I have a clean slate. I'm ready to go Sunday night to upload all my new stuff and get it moved. But then also, in the event that I needed some file from the previous times, or if there was something that I wanted to use again, I had those files and I didn't delete them until probably around June once school was over. Hope this is helpful. And the next step, I will talk to you about some of the other features that I use, like pre-recording all of my responses. So just like in the classroom, I answered the question first and then students were able to answer after me.